Jambo is a Swahili word which means hello. So hello, jambo, how are you doing? Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, depending on where you are watching this stream from. My name is Ino. Night, morning, anyway. Yeah, welcome to our support us by subscribing so that you be one of us. Yeah, the aim is, the goal is to hit 2,000 subscribers. Yeah, anyway, welcome home. So this is a game night. It's game night, and one like, without wasting any time, let's begin the game. Quiz game, that is. So the first game is, which superpower will you choose between flying and invisibility? Which superpower would you choose between flying excuse me, and invisibility? Quiz game number 2. Which language would you love to learn? Yeah, which language would you love to learn? Quiz game number 3. What's one food you'll never eat? What's one food you'll never eat? Quiz game number 4. What's your hidden talent? What is your hidden talent? And then the last game is quiz game. Which movie have you watched more than once? So what I'll do, friend, is I'll type the questions down so that it can be easier for each and every person to see them. Yeah, and then the game will begin. Yep, yeah, so I see we've been around, like we began the stream about 3 minutes ago, so we are still here. I'm trying to adjust a few things here so that I type the questions. Yeah, are you happy actually? Are you happy to be alive? Are you happy to be here? There are people who wished they were here, but God decided like their time was up. May their souls rest in peace. So if you're around, friend, remember to be grateful. Yeah, give gratitude. Yeah, my internet is a bit misbehaving, but I am trying to work on it. Yeah, 4 minutes in it. Yeah. Okay, question 1, quiz game number 1. Which language would you love to learn? Which language would you love to learn? That is the first question. Question 2. What's one food you'll never taste? One food that you said no to that you'll never ever try to put in your mouth. Question number 3. What's your hidden talent? Yeah, everyone has a talent. So what is your hidden talent? Yeah, that talent that nobody knows about, but you have it. Question number 4. Which movie have you watched more than once? Which movie have you watched more than once? Yeah. And then the last question is, which superpower will you choose between between flying and invisibility? Yeah, friend, welcome. Maybe if this is your first time here, kindly support me and the channel by subscribing, or support us by subscribing, and we will appreciate so much. Yeah, you can also tell me or tell us where you are watching this stream from, so that we know where our friend is. Also, last night we did a stream, but unfortunately it wasn't working for us. There was some lagging, too much lagging. So that is what I'm trying to check, whether today everything is fine, so that we proceed as required. Hello. 8 minutes in. Yeah, my laptop is giving me some push and pull. Yeah, I wonder what's not happening. Anyway, which language would you love to learn? That is the first quiz game. Which language would you love to learn? The second quiz game is, what's one food you'll never taste? What's one food you'll never put in your mouth? That is quiz game number 2. Quiz game number 3. What's your hidden talent? What is your hidden talent? Quiz game number 4. Which movie have you watched more than once? Which movie have you watched more than once? And then the last quiz game is number 5. Which superpower will you choose between flying and invisibility? Which superpower will you choose between flying and being invisible? Yeah. Hello friend. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. This is Inomark. Welcome to our daily live stream. It's a quiz game. Yeah, so are you ready? If you're ready, subscribe, like, and then tell me where you're watching the stream from. So the questions are here. It's a quiz game. Quiz game number 1. Which language would you love to learn? Which language would you love to learn? Quiz game number 2. What's one food you'll never taste? What's one food you'll never ever put in your mouth? The third quiz game is, what's your hidden talent? Where is your hidden talent? Quiz game number 4. Which movie have you watched more than once? Yeah, mention a movie that you've watched more than once. And then the last quiz game is, which superpower will you choose between flying and invisibility? Which superpower will you choose between flying and being invisible? I want to type and pin these questions so that it can be easy for each and every person probably joining the stream, so that you can see them and maybe answer them. That is if you want to. Yeah, it's optional. If you don't want to, it's okay. If you want to, it's still okay. So kindly also do remember to like this stream. Double tap your phone to like this stream. We have somebody known as Legality, Legally P. Hello Legally, how are you? Yeah, we've been around for the past 13 minutes. Legally, you saying you're good, amazing. So Legally, where are you watching this stream from, friend? Yeah. So quiz game number 1. Yeah, I want to type them so that each and every person can get the opportunity to like them. Yeah, thank you for the like. I can see somebody has given me a like over there. So which language would you love to learn? That is the first question. Which language will you like to learn? That is quiz game number 1. Quiz game number 2. What's one food you'll never eat? Mention that one food you'll never put in your mouth. What's one food Yeah, what's one food you'll never eat? That is quiz game number 2. Quiz game number 3. What's your hidden talent? What is your hidden talent? Yeah, that is quiz game number 3. Quiz game number 4. Which movie have you watched? Yeah, there's a mosquito that was roaming around here. Got you. So which movie have you watched more than once? Which movie have you watched more than once? Well, that is quiz game number 4. And then the last one is which superpower will you choose between flying or invisibility? Which superpower will you choose, flying or invisibility? Which choose one super power. Flying or invisibility. Yeah, I think I typed more than what I'm supposed to put here. So I have to try to shorten them to fit. Right. Okay. Right. So this has to be a movie you have watched more than once. Choose. Okay, I think they are good. We are good now. So quiz game number 1 is which language will you like to learn? Quiz game number 2, what's one food you'll never eat? Quiz game number 3, what is your hidden talent? Quiz game number 4, a movie you have watched more than once. And then the last quiz game is choose one superpower, flying. Yes, hello my friend Rafe. Yeah, sorry for that, bro. Busy last night, like a few hours ago, I had this issue, the lagging, and then I thought maybe I ended the first stream. I prematurely ended it because of the lagging, and then I thought maybe if I sleep for around 5 hours and then wake up and then stream, maybe it could be okay, but still there's a problem here. You're asking what's your question, buddy? You lagged out. Oh, yeah. Also kindly, friend, if you're joining us for the first time, kindly, the game is pinned here. It's a quiz game. It's pinned. Yeah, you can read them and then answer them, or maybe you can ask me to read them out loud for you so that you can answer them. Yeah, to make it easier. Rafe, you're saying let's answer your questions. Yes, bro, kindly. Yeah, the first quiz game is what language will you love to learn? Which language will you love to learn? That is the first quiz game. The second, that one food that you'll never ever put in your mouth. The third quiz game is what's your hidden talent? Everybody obviously has a talent, so what is your hidden talent? Then the fourth quiz game is which movie have you watched more than once? which movie have you watched more than once? Yeah, kindly like the stream. And then the last quiz game is choose one superpower between flying or invisibility. Choose one superpower between flying and invisibility. Hello to brother Castro. How are you? We are asking you up very late. Actually, bro, here in Kenya, the time is 4:42 a.m. I just woke up at 4 a.m. And then I decided I want at least to push the stream. To push the channel. Oh, yeah, it's on a weekend. So, Castro, you're saying I've not long got home from the pub. Alright, bro. Yeah, I think my internet is unstable. That is a good question. Alright, bro. My answers. Yeah, Castro, bro, I really appreciate. So Castro has sent me 2,000. Yeah, Castro, I really appreciate, bro. Thank you very much. Be blessed for the support. Thank you, brother. Yeah, I'm very, very grateful for that. Yeah, so Castro, are you still around, bro? Yeah, thank you very much. You're saying good morning, good blessings. God bless you too, Castro, as well, my brother. Yeah. So, Rafe, you're asking, did you catch my answers, by the way? Okay, bro. A minute, I check. Rafe. Oh yeah, Rafe, you've answered the question. Question 1, which language would you love to learn? You're saying maybe Korean, seems like a cool language. Question 2, what's one food you'll never eat? You're saying probably anything with fig in it. You hate fig. And then question 3, what's your hidden talent? You're saying I used to do gymnastics and acrobatics. Oh my, so you stopped, bro. And then the fourth question is, which movie have you watched more than once? You're saying Amazing Spider-Man 1, my favorite movie. Yeah, it's the best. And then question, the last one, which superpower will you choose, flying or invisibility? You're saying flight. Amazing. Thank you very much, bro, for answering our questions. And then yeah, it registered. Thank you. Castro, you're saying don't even have to thank me, brother. Come on, bro. This is a big support. Yeah. Be blessed. And then yeah, you're saying, hey, that's cool, Castro's respect. Yeah, thank you. Thank you also for thanking Castro. So Rafe, I want to type my questions here. Also, Castro, bro, if you're still around, you can also weigh in. That is if you want to. Yeah, answering the questions is actually optional for each and every person. It's not a must you answer them. You can just come chill with us, maybe read the answers people provide. So Castro, you're saying no problem, is my brother. We are not brothers by blood but heart. Yeah, that is true, Castro. Thank you, bro. So my answer for question 1 is, which language will you love to learn? So the language I'd love to learn is actually Spanish. Yeah. Quiz number 2. What's one food you'll never eat? One food I'll never eat is frogs. Yeah. Quiz number 3. Quiz game number 3. What's your hidden talent? My hidden talent. Yeah, I also used to play soccer. I play football. Quiz game number 4. Which movie have you watched more than once? It's Knight Rider. Yeah, Nicolas Cage. Yeah, I watched it. I've watched it actually several times, but it's from way back. And then the last quiz game is, which superpower will you choose, flying or invisibility? I'll choose invisibility. So here is my answer, Rafe. And then Rafe, you're saying also, should I start gymnastics and acrobatics again? Now that I think of it, that could complement my taekwondo more. Yeah, bro. You see, I'd really advise you to not to quit your talent. Yeah. Okay, with us here, now for example me, I think right now I'm like past. You see, I'm 31 years old. You see, most players, when you get to 30, you begin to experience like more injuries, and some like your prime is you're past your prime. Yeah, you can begin. That is, it's not bad. And then bro Castro, you're saying if was here in England, I will make him English breakfast and I will drink Hennessy with him. Thank you, bro. Thank you. Okay, Castro, what is normally made of, like what combination of foods make the English breakfast? Maybe you mean the pancakes. Okay, tell me, bro. Yeah, I'd really love to test the English breakfast. Refusing, but I think it's called, yeah, it's Ghost Rider, not Knight Rider. Yeah. Unfortunately, I cannot edit that. Thank you, Ray, for reminding me. It's actually Ghost Rider, not Knight Rider. And then yeah, I think I mistook Ghost Rider with Knight Rider because of there's a certain lady who calls herself Night Rider. I normally watch her clips. Anyway, Castro, you saying English breakfast is hash, brown bacon, sausage, beans, and tomatoes sometimes, and toasted bread. Yeah, bro, you even making me salivate. Yeah, from the combination, it has to be the best. Like, yeah, I've actually, to be honest, Castro, I've never taken that. Yeah, I'd be honored, bro. And then Rafe, you're saying night school anytime. And then now I promised you a story from last stream. Yeah, actually remember. You just reminded me, bro. Rafe. Yeah, you can tell us, Rafe. Yeah, and then with some Castro, you sing with some Hennessy. See, bro, the funny thing, Castro. Okay, here in Kenya, you see, at times we are told that the liquor that is being sold here, like around, is it 89% is counterfeit. But I remember once, some time back in Campus Castro, there was a time I was celebrating my birthday. I think it was around my 23rd birthday. Yeah, something like that, if not 22nd, a very long time ago. So bro, that was my first time to test NEC, and to be honest, okay, I'm not really sure whether I took the original thing or the counterfeit, but that liquor is good. Yeah, so Castro, bro, thank you very much for that. Yeah, it's also been a while since the last time we spoke. I'm very happy to hear from you, bro. And now let's wait for Rafe's story. Yeah, yesterday he did promise me, like, he has a story that he wants to share with me. So now let's wait for that story. Oh, Castro, you're saying you've drank many bottles of NEC in your time. And then you're saying, brother, I'm delighted you are here. I was actually so surprised. Yes, let's hear the story. Yeah, that is cool. So Castro, meanwhile, bro, like, what's the time in England right now as we are speaking? Because in Kenya right now it's 4:56. I think it has to be either 2 a.m. Yeah, because we are ahead of you guys by 2 hours. It's 3. Oh my. Yeah. All right. So if you're saying, so when I was 16 years old, I was in poker lessons, and so I told her that I'll climb onto a small building that was next to us. Right? That was when you were 16. All right. Yeah. 16. I also remember when I was 16, man. I was very naughty. Very naughty. So also, friend, we've been here for the past 31 minutes actually. And also, Castro, bro, if you're still around, we resumed to our 2 hours stream. Yeah, I remember you saying that I really missed the 2 hours stream, so we resumed. Yeah, 32 minutes in. Yeah, yesterday we ended our stream prematurely because there was too much lagging. I think it's not stopped, we're still experiencing such, but I hope maybe this issue will be dealt with and then we'll be back. Oh, Castro, you're saying, man, I've got to start coming more. I've missed you, man. Yeah, bro, we also missed you big time. I also missed you, and you see, you're part of the family. Yeah, when you're not around, at times people also ask like, where's Castro been? How is he? Yeah, and I normally tell them Castro is good, although he's busy. Like right now, things are not the same like they were before. Yeah, he's obviously more up and down, but it's understandable, bro. And then you're saying, although I haven't been around much, I do always try my best to check in my brother, Yeah, thank you very much, bro. I really appreciate that. And then Rafe, you're continuing using. So then I proceeded to use a trash can to help boost me into the roof. So then I climbed up and I made it. I was actually pretty shocked that, and I think the girl was impressed. Stylishly climb over things and maneuver onto building, by the way. It's parkour. Okay, I do not know how to pronounce that, but now I understand. Now that you've explained, I understand what that word means. Yeah, I normally see people playing such a game, though not buildings, but and it's normally indoors, and then they are climbing over things and also using their hands to hold on to, jumping, moving around. So Castro knows it. Yeah, I think. Yeah, Castro, you're saying. Actually, I do not know how to pronounce it, but you're saying parkour is such a cool hobby. And then I used to also do some parkour when I did graffiti back a long time ago. Come on, bro. So Castro, you normally do graffiti? Like, I think graffiti is the drawing. You think my pronunciation is perfect? Thank you, bro. And then Rafe, you saying, so finally I told her I'm gonna jump off now. Oh my. And then you're saying when you jump off all tall heights, you need to roll. Yeah, I've seen that in the movies actually. And I wanted to look cool, so I decided to hop off the building without rolling. Oh my god. Yeah. Okay. Bro. Okay. Now this is the scary part. I'm waiting for the scary part. And I'm very sure Castro is waiting as well. Oh, Sky. Hello, Sky. How are you? Yeah, welcome home, Sky. How have you been? So Castro is asking like, Rafe, please don't say you hurt yourself. Yeah. Yeah, we've been around for the past 37 minutes and we're still here. Also, kindly, friend, if you're joining us for the first time, please support us by subscribing. You can like the stream and then tell us where you're watching the stream from. So, Rafe, you're saying Uncle broke, or as soon as I landed and I tried to play it off, but I could not. The pain was unbearable, and funny enough, I thought the girl would laugh at me, but she did not. She helped me get to care. She was really a nice girl. I hope you guys are still in contact. And then you're saying it was the worst pain ever felt. Yeah, sorry. And then you're saying I could not walk for about 4 months. Oh my. What? Yeah, Castro saw it coming. Is saying I could imagine. Yeah, bro, that was really hurting. It had to be very painful. Okay, I've never broken any bone in my body, but I've seen somebody close to me break his limb. Yeah, not even one person, a few people. Man. And then you're saying, and from this day onwards, she's been my best friend. Oh my, that is amazing. When I grew up, I was stubborn and I used to hate school. Yeah, like I was early in the morning when I wake up, like when I'm supposed to be in school, I used to escort my friends, get to the main entrance, then take a U-turn back home. Every day, school on Fridays. My father told her she was a lady. But this boy normally comes to school every day. Yeah, so okay, let me go back a bit. So what I was saying is, when I began school, I used to skip school so much, especially on Fridays. So I used to go with my friends, get to the main entrance, take a U-turn, go back home. So one day, the teacher gave my father a call, like, why does your son normally miss school, especially on Fridays? My father told her, a teacher can take a cane and cane you thoroughly. So I remember that teacher caned me. She really caned me, like, especially on my back. She gave me a lot of canes. And since then, I stopped skipping school. I became a good boy. Yeah. So every man, when he was young, okay, not everybody, but most men growing up, they're really stubborn. You cannot compare us to girls. So it's natural, bro, Rafe. Maybe when you'll have your own children, you'll really realize that it's natural in boys. So, Rafe, I'm happy you got well. So Rafe, you say you thanking Castro, and then you saying caning is illegal here. It's a firm punishment though. Yeah, here where I come from, like it's normal. It's normal. Yeah, a teacher can give you several strokes and it's normal. Castro, you're saying, I need some advice when you can. Yeah, bro, if maybe it's private, we can have it on WhatsApp, but if maybe you want us to talk about it here, it's okay, bro. Yeah, you see, I'm always here for you, bro. Yeah, brother for brother. So Rafe, bro, that was what do we call it? That was which word can I use here? That was I'm trying to find that word. Brave. That was bravery. Yeah, what you showed, it was bravely for a lady growing up. Yes, Castro, you're saying, I want to ask, as a man, as a husband, do I have a right to make a decision on what my wife can do or no? You see, Castro, what I can tell you, bro, is personally, there's a time, I think I've said it here several times, that there's a time I had a wife. Yeah, there's a time I was married. I had a wife, that is, and some issues happened, and then we had to part ways. You have to like have your own stand. You see, once you marry, now I think it's lagging. Let me wait for it to at least resume. Okay, Castro, what I'm saying is, you see, for us men, once you get a wife, it is like, you see, she knows you are the man of the house. Yeah. So now that she knows you're the man of the house, it's like you have your own crown. Yeah. So for women, once you marry them, once you make her your wife, she wants that crown. Yeah. Marriage is about, there are some battles you lose, there are some battles you win. So that crown, she will every day, not like for the rest of your life, she'll want to take that crown from you. Yeah, she's fighting for it. That is how women are. They want to throw you off and then take your crown. So bro, what I can advise you is, maybe if you've made a decision, yeah, just stick by it. Also remind her, I'm the man. So when I say this, we do not need to argue or negotiate about it. Not that you say it in like a dictative way, but somehow you need that dictatorship in your marriage. I'm not saying you dictate her in everything. Remember, I told you there are some battles you win and there are some battles you lose. So there are things you'll let go, and there are things you'll not let go. Especially when you see the thing about our women is, they'll like every day she'll give you tests. Every day. Yeah, she can even ask you a question, just a simple question like she'll be like, babe, what if I was a bee? Will you still love me? Will you still tolerate me? You see, there are some questions that she may ask, and then you use logic to answer them. But remember, when you use logic, you annoy her. Yeah, she gets bored like, and then there are questions that when she asks you, you'll just laugh it off. Yeah. So my advice is, bro, another thing is, do not try to solve problems for her. She can come to you ranting, complaining, bitter. Yeah, she just wants you to sit and listen. Do not offer any advice. Just listen. Yeah, just look at her while she's speaking. Look at her. Just give her that time. Maybe she wants to only rant. But if you tell her, oh, maybe it might be even about her clothes, like, I do not maybe like this anymore, maybe her shoes, maybe at work, somebody, like, something is happening. Yeah, do not give her any solution. Just listen. And then later on, you can find a way of changing that topic, like, did you actually find maybe, yeah, just find a way. If you're saying, yeah, I guess I actually have a fun fact. Okay, tell us about that, Rafe. So Castro, you're saying, I usually let my wife do as she pleases, but if she wants to go out with her girlfriends and dance at the club, I say no. I forbid it, and I forbid it. Am I wrong for this? No, bro. Yeah, you see, as soon as she became your wife, she gave away that freedom. Like, no nights out with girls. That is forbidden. Yeah, like, stay firm on that. Like, she can no longer do that. Yeah, just tell her this is no longer acceptable from you. Yeah, she's now under you. Castro, Rafe, you're saying ignore me for now. Let Castro talk, alright? So, bro, Castro, I do not think there's a... You see, if you give her this freedom, you want more. Yeah. So, bro, I believe you're right. Yeah, just stick by your principles. If she wants to go out with girls, I like... You see, the funny thing is, she knows that that is not a good thing to do, but she wants to at least try and see, try your boundaries. Yeah, remember at first I told you they like testing. Yeah, that is what I found out with ladies. They just like, can he allow this? Can he? Let me try this. So remember, bro, this is not the first thing that she'll try you with. There'll be more. Yeah. So, bro, and then you saying I agree. I say that now she is married, she has no business at the club. Yeah, that is true. That is true. Remember, now you're the how do we call it? You're the which word is that? You're the one who's responsible for her. So in case anything happens, you're the one her parents will come find or ask, like, where were you? What were you doing? Yeah, she's under you, in short. And you're like her father. Yeah? Are you saying thank you, brother? Always for you, Castro. And then you're saying she said she just wants to dance, but I know what the club is like, and I don't think it's appropriate for a woman in marriage. So a family held on to my crown on this one. Yeah, you are very right. And I'm very sure deep inside her, you see, she might argue, no, I want you to give me this freedom. I know these are my friends. No, I've known them for like maybe some time. No, this and this. But stand and stick to it. She's actually proud of you, trust you me. So Castro, bro, that is great. Actually, what you did is good. And like I said, she might have argued about it or maybe complained about it, but deep down in her, she knows that my husband is right. Yeah, also in clubs, there are men who normally come there, and their work is just to find a lady and maybe take her number, or maybe what do you call it, her social media handle, and then later on there are so many predators actually in clubs. Yeah, Castro, you're saying I'm glad you gave me this advice, brother. Yeah, you brother for brother, always, bro. And then you saying yes, exactly. Yeah. So Rafe, are you still around, bro? I believe Castro's question has been answered. Yeah, Castro, I just want you to know, bro. Okay, for me, I told you I had a wife, but her friends, now you see what friends do to ladies. Her friends made her leave. Yeah, they somehow convinced her like I wasn't good for her. There was something better outside, and then she left. Yeah, I remember one evening I came home, and then okay, I left her in the house. I went to work. I think there's some buffering here. Then you're saying, Rafe, please go on. I'm sorry for holding you back. Okay. Okay. So I went to work. I left her in the house, and then at work, although we'd had some issues, and then so when I went to work, I called her. I wanted to tell her where the money was for supper. So when I called her, she never answered. And for me, I normally call once. Yeah, obviously you'll get a missed call and then you'll call back. So I called her, she never called back. And for the first time, I was like, why isn't she calling? So I tried to call her again, and then blah, very many things. And I was like, okay. She left. So when I came in, I thought it was a prank. You see, ladies love pranks. I thought it was a prank. And then coming home in the evening, I found her suitcases were gone, everything, shoes, everything actually. I called her, and then I asked, when I tried to call her, she had blocked me. So I tried calling one of our friends and asked her like what really happened. Tell her to come back so that we can sort it out. So she refused. I told her, ask her to unblock me. She unblocked me. I asked her what was the issue. She said I do not respect her. And then I told her it's okay. She left. I mean, we never talked for like about 2 months. Later on, she came where we used to work. You see, I never chased her away. I never leave. She left on her own. Then I told her, you see, if I accept you back, you'll again do it. Yeah, you see, with the ladies, it's a pattern. She does it once. If she does it once and you allow it, she'll do it again and again and again. So I told her, no, because you decided to walk away, I cannot allow you back. She tried. And that okay, Rafe, you're saying this advice as well will assist me a lot. I'm not married yet, but I have a girl that live with you live with her, and sometimes she wants to go to clubs and such, and I tell her maybe avoid going out. Okay, bro, does she want to go alone? Yeah. And then you're saying I don't want to stop her from having fun, so sometimes I allow her to go. I trust her, but I don't trust men, and what they could do when I'm not around to protect her, that's the problem. It sucks. And then you're saying, yeah, ladies like that Mark don't deserve your energy at all, buddy. Yeah, that is true. So, bro, if you want to make her your wife, like you saying you stay with her, so if you want to make her your wife, if you are intending to, you have to give her rules. Because she's your girl, yeah, make rules. You see, we are supposed to make the rules, not them making rules for us. So make the rules, tell her, from now henceforth, I do not want you to go to club. You see, right now, before you marry her, tell her, stop clubbing, like quit clubbing. Castro, you're saying, Rafe, I can agree with this. I trust her, but not the environment. And then you're saying, I'm sorry about your wife. You will find a much better wife one day. Thank you, bro. Thank you for that. Yeah. So Rafe, just like Castro is saying here, the clubbing is not good for ladies. Actually, it's not really good. You see the ladies that we see in clubs. Those are the people, or those are the ladies that we can use as an example to tell our ladies, like, you see, if you continue clubbing, you'll end up like this person. Yeah, they're actually ladies who go to clubs are the ladies that we can use as bad examples, even to our daughters. Yeah, when maybe in future you'll have a daughter, you'll tell her she's not a good. Yeah. Yeah, Rafe, you're very correct. You're saying, yes, exactly. Clubs aren't good place for taken ladies. Yeah. Not even taken, bro. Clubs are not good for ladies. They destroy them completely. Yeah. You see, once maybe a lady has taken liquor, she loses herself. She's not same as us. Yeah, you can take liquor and then, yeah, very bad. And then that's different from Kenyan women. All right, bro, you saying you guys have settled me. I am glad I brought this up. Yeah, Castro, bro, I remember we said that we have to be there for each other. Yeah, because if we don't, then who will be there for us? Yeah. Yeah, I'd also one day try to date an English woman, Castro. Yeah, because I've dated Kenyan women. I know them. I'd want also to try. That is if time allows me. And then Rafe, you're saying, but my thing is, I understand enforcing rules are important, but I don't want to trap her. I'll most likely tell her the things I'm not a fan of and the downsides of it, and I leave it up to her. Come on, bro. You see, okay, with my experience, what I'm telling you is, if you're dating her, make rules. Okay, what I'm saying is, Rafe, our women do not know how to use freedom. If you say you leave it up to her, that is saying you'll give her the freedom she wants. Giving a woman freedom is like giving a toddler a knife to play with. She'll hurt herself and then she will blame you. Yeah? Do not leave it up to her. Just give her the rules. Yeah? Do not give her freedom. I'm not saying that you control what she does. Yeah, just take a stand. I do not want you to go to club. That is it. So if you're saying, thankfully my girl is trustworthy and she always hears me out. Yeah, you have a gem, bro. Rafe, take care of it. And then you're saying, hey Castro, sometimes in life it's always nice to talk about things and get some advice. Yeah, we are brotherhood at the end of the day, buddy. Nice one, bro. So Castro, you're saying Yeah, drinking clouds the judgment, and the club is not a good environment. And yes, brother, for real, thank you guys. Yeah, always welcome, Castro. And then, Raif, I can also see your comment. So, Castro, you're saying her argument was, I have no thoughts for other men. I just want to dance. Well, how about dance at a dance class? You see, a dance class is not similar to a club. If she wants to go to a dance club, let her go. If she wants to go to the gym, let her go. But the club, come on, nah. So Rafe, you're saying yes, you have a point with that, especially when I will proceed to marry her one day. Plus, I will always take your advice for these things since you got since I got experience. Yeah, bro. Actually, the good thing is we keep learning. Yeah, like learning is a process. Yeah, so we keep learning. Yeah, dance classes are good. If she wants to dance, let her go to the dance classes. Yeah, she'll enjoy more than the club. And for me personally, to be honest, that is now for me. If I'm dating a lady, I have to see them around you. That is what I normally tell them, because you see, those male friends, they're just waiting for an opportunity. They're not. The question is, can a lady have a genuine male friend? That is the question. Yeah. So for me, I'm not saying that they shouldn't speak, but giving them attention, like, oh, I want you to come and maybe help me with this. So having male colleagues is fine, classmates is fine, but best friends, a male and a lady, I don't think so. So, Castro, you're saying we have to stand firm, brother. That is true. Yeah, and she has to know that if you said no, it's a no. Yeah. So, Castro, you're saying yes, I go to pub, but the pub is a gentleman's club. We play pool and sit among men only. Yeah. Then he's saying yes, the wife must never have a male friend, in my opinion, a recipe for disaster. That is true. You see, this male friend, in his mind, he knows that if an opportunity arises, he's just waiting. If an opportunity arises, when she will be in her lowest moment, he will tell him that is a young man, saying that he dated a certain girl for 3 years, and this young man knew very well that this young girl, this not young girl, this lady of his was a virgin. Now let me use that. He knew she was a virgin. She hadn't gone with any man. So they dated for 3 years. So one day they had an argument with this girl. When they had an argument, this girl was frustrated and she went out, and after he apologized, this girl or this lady told him what happened with the male friend. And this guy, because he was really waiting for that opportunity, the boyfriend now, to open his cake. He was frustrated and for who she was, but loved her, what she had kept. Castro, you're saying 100%, brother. And Rafe, you're saying, but I was lucky, thank God. Yeah, that is. And also, Rafe, what you're doing here, bro, is good. Yeah, you see, the reason as to why I'm saying what you're doing is good is because you're staying with her. You see, personally, I'd not advise someone to marry. Oh, my internet is really misbehaving. I do not. Are you guys getting me? So what I was saying is, Rafe, bro, it's good you're staying with her so that you learn her characters before you marry her. Now that you're saying she has good morals, I'm happy that you've discovered that. That is a good thing. And then Castro, you're saying my wife is American, but she is a good woman. She sometimes asks me. Yeah, that is good, bro. You see, like I told you earlier on, Castro, she is she's very proud of you. Yeah, she cannot actually tell you that. You see, when you tell me not to do this, she cannot tell you that. But deep inside her, she says, like, excuse me, she tells herself that this is this is a strong man. You see, ladies want to get married to strong men. Yeah, every lady. I'm not saying like strong as to be physically. You shouldn't do this. Yeah, and then yeah, obviously, if you tell her not to do it and then she goes ahead and does it, you just take your attention away. Yeah, you see, women love attention. Once you take it away from her, like she'll realize she made a mistake and she'll apologize. Yeah, I just want to enjoy my thing in peace. If there's fighting, then maybe I'll carry my takeaway. So if you're saying, oh no, apologies, Castro, but of course, more than less of American girls are great people. We would know. I just forgot Rafe comes from LA. So Rafe, you're the one to tell us about you girls. He's saying yes, attention is also a big factor within a certain relationship. Yeah, when she misbehaves, I normally take away my attention. Yeah, so that she can realize her mistake. Because if she makes a mistake and you're always there, maybe, yeah, attention is taking it away when she misbehaves is actually. And then Castro, you're laughing and saying, good women are hard to find these days. Correct, Castro. So if you're saying if your girl lacks the attention she needs, she'll, guys, if you take it away completely, obviously, what's so my internet is really misbehaving today. Castro, you're saying, and Rafe, my brothers, I must go to sleep now. Thanks, yeah, brother. Thank you very much, bro. Thanks, yeah, brother. Thank you very much, bro. Yeah, I'll do it, Castro. Yeah, I'll do it, Castro. Thank you also for trusting me. And then Rafe, you're saying off topic a bit, but I have. Oh my. So Rafe, bro, are you still around? Yeah, bro. Rafe, are you still around? Oh, you still around? Okay. So, bro, what I was saying is, your friend, there's something that is known as, I think, overthinking is normally brought by attachment issues. So your friend probably has that in him, like attachment. Maybe once he gets to know either someone or something, he gets attached. Yeah. So the best advice I can give him is to not make your life revolve around something or someone. Attached, like, okay, for example, once you're attached, let's say attached to maybe your girlfriend, like you call her and then maybe she never picks because you're attached to her. You start overthinking. Your day becomes, maybe if she leaves you on read mode, or maybe you try to text her, she leaves you on read mode, your day gets ruined. Like you do not have the energy to do anything. Yeah, it's like your life in a good mood, your day is the best. So what I can tell your friend is to detach, actually. Yeah, once he detaches, everything will be okay. He will stop overthinking. Everything will be fine, actually. Yeah. So the issue is about detachment. I mean attachment. However, you're saying, yeah, there's been a lag. So, Rafe, did you hear my advice, bro? Yeah, I think today the internet, I mean my Wi-Fi is really letting me down big. Got it. So, nice one. Yeah, I'm trying to find out the issue with my internet here. Like, what's really happening? Yeah, I also believe that since we began the stream, it has been 1 hour and minutes ago. We are still here. Nice one. So Rafe, are you going to work today, bro? Like, do you have a shift, or normally during the weekend you this internet is really, today it's very, actually since yesterday it's been this way. And I remember I promised to do a 2 hours stream every day. Yeah, that is very nice. That is nice. Yes, bro, I'm having issues with my internet. I'm trying to find out like what might be the problem. Anyway, Rafe, bro, I also want to thank you for answering our 5 questions. Yeah, for playing our game. I really appreciate that. And then you're saying, hey buddy, I'm going to head, but I really hope all is sorted with your Wi-Fi. And also thanks a bunch in the next one, buddy. Thank you very much, Rafe. I really appreciate that, bro. Also, you're always welcome, yeah? Anytime, any day. See you in our next stream. Thank you very much as well for chilling and taking part in this stream. Yeah, have it great. Have a great night. Blessings. Yeah, you're saying see you in the next one. Very nice one. Thank you, bro. Thank you very much. Yeah. Wow. Yeah, I think very soon it's you'll hear birds singing. Yeah, they're like our clocks. They are like our alarms, not clocks, alarms. Yep. Yeah, so we've been around for the past 97 minutes. Yeah, remember our stream lasts for 2 hours. So we still have some time before we call it a day. The only issue I'm having is one, but I'm hoping for the best. And we have 1 minute to 6 a.m. All right. Yeah, also friend, if you're joining us for the first time, kindly subscribe, like the stream. Yeah, you can also share so that we get to as many people as possible. So since the stream began, we've been around for the past 99 minutes. We have like 21 more minutes to go. And the game is pinned. Our quiz game is pinned here. Yeah, you can as well play it. Ask me to read the questions out loud for you. Yeah, like for example, quiz game number 1 is, which language would you love to learn? Number 2, what's never ever test? Quiz game number 3, what's your hidden talent? What is your hidden talent? Quiz game number 4, which movie have you watched more than once? Which movie have you watched more than once? And then the last quiz game is, which superpower will you choose? Flying or invisibility? Which superpower will you choose? Flying or invisibility? Yeah, those are the 5 hot quiz game. Yeah, so the time is 6:01, 6 a.m. That is East African time, and we have about 20 minutes to go. 20 minutes. Nice one, nice one, nice one. Amazing, amazing. So the first quiz game is, which language would you love to learn? Quiz game number 1. Which language would you love to learn? Quiz game number 2. What's one food you'll never eat? What is one food you'll never eat? Quiz game number 3. What's your hidden talent? Quiz game number 3. What is your hidden talent? Quiz game number 4. Which movie have you watched more than once? Which movie have you watched more than once? That is quiz game number 4. And then the last quiz game is, which superpower will you choose? Flying or invisibility? Which superpower will you choose? Flying or invisibility? Yeah, so friends, those are our 5 quiz game. The first one is, which language will you love to learn? Which language would you love to learn? And the second is, what's one food you'll never eat? What is one food you'll never eat? Quiz game number 3. What's your hidden talent? What is your hidden talent? Quiz game number 4. Which movie have you watched more than once? Which movie have you watched more than once? And then the last quiz game is, which superpower will you choose? Flying or invisibility? Which superpower will you choose? Yeah, and so friend, I have a request. Kindly support by subscribing and liking. And kindly subscribe, like, and share. Kindly like, subscribe, and share at the stream, that is, and I'll really appreciate so much. So I can see we are at 1.9 K subscribers. Hello, Luke Augustine. How are you, my friend? Welcome home. How have you been, Luke? Yes, how are you, Luke? How have you been? Yeah, the time right now is 6:09, and we've been around for the past 108 minutes. That is almost close to 2 hours. So Luke, you're asking what's the time now? Right now the time in Kenya, it's 6:09 a.m. Yeah, 6:09. In a few minutes time, Luke, I'm very sure you will hear the birds singing from a distance. Yeah, we normally, some of us here in the village, we depend on the birds to wake us up. Immediately you hear a bird singing or making noise, you know that it's around 6:30. Maybe if you normally wake up at 7, you'll know I have like 30 minutes. Or maybe you wake up at 6:30 and then you prepare yourself for 7. So Luke, you saying I had some good whiskey at night, slept and just woke up. It's just 2.5 hours behind. Oh, it's just 2.5 hours behind. So look, right now the time is in the UK. Is it in the UK? Yeah. So right now it's around. Is it 4 or 5? No, it's 4 a.m. Right? Am I right? Look, is it 4? So look, a few minutes ago, I was actually. Oh, you're in Shillong, India. Oh, India is ahead. Is ahead of Kenya by 2 hours. Actually, yeah. So right now it's 6, 7. It's 8 a.m. I'm very sure, bro. 8:40 a.m. Nice one. So, bro, look, I'm sure you have an hangover. Yeah? Are you experiencing hangover? You're saying you had whiskey last night. Yeah, it's on a Saturday morning. But I hope everything is fine, bro. Yeah, and also look, I have very many friends actually from India, but of late I've actually not heard from them. But I believe they're fine. The likes of Asmit, the likes of Modi. I have a friend known as Modi. Yeah. Osman Bai. So look, if you're still around, bro, what are you planning for the weekend? I also believe, friend, we have something like about 9 minutes to go. You're saying you're planning to drink and barbecue. Okay, that is great. You're asking how my laptop is working. Actually, bro, I did forget your advice. You said to ask Gemini like I directed. Yeah, I'll remember that. Let me write it down so that I can remember. Yeah. Yeah, I hope I'll remember that. Yeah, you're saying I ask a Gemini on my phone. You said I should like direct the camera to the laptop. You're asking what phone do you use? Which company? I'm using a Samsung. It's a Samsung phone. But although today, yeah, you're saying yes, in Gemini you can open camera to talk to Gemini and talk to Gemini. All right, I'll try that actually today. I'll try that. You're saying just show the video and ask questions. It will guide you. All right. Okay, I'm not sure whether it has, but I guess it's a Samsung. All right, I believe we have okay, we only have something like 6 minutes though. I just okay, I'm not planning to end this stream very soon because you think if you tell me which model, I can tell you which app will support. You think ask ChatGPT. I think you see this phone. I bought it since 2021. I've been having it, so I just forgot the model, the exact model. You think these are two very important apps. Yeah. I have Chat GPT. Yeah. So Gemini. No, it cannot be 32. So bro, look, Gemini is an app. I thought it's the one that is found on Google. Yeah, you're saying 2021 is A series. Yeah, it's Samsung A something. What if, bro, I use the Gemini that is on Google? Is it the same? Are they the same? You're saying Gemini is Google app. So like there's no difference if I choose, maybe I use the one that is on Google. You're saying inbuilt in all new phones of 2024. Okay. You're saying Chat GPT, you have to type. Yeah, actually I have Chat GPT in the phone. Like I did download the app, I have it. Alright. So you're saying Gemini, you can open the camera and point it to anything and ask questions, and it will detect and tell you what to do step by step. Alright. Yeah, this is actually great advice. You see, bro, to be honest, I never knew this. Hello, Ricardo. Another friend of mine from Jamaica. Bro, how is Jamaica, Ricardo? So what I was saying, look, is I never knew that Gemini can do this, like open the camera and then point it to something and then it will tell you everything. Yeah, I really never knew that. So thank you for the update. I really appreciate that. Also, friend, if you're joining me for the first time or joining us for the first time, kindly subscribe, like the stream, and I'll appreciate so much. So Ricardo, you're saying it's 10:19 p.m. in Jamaica in night. I believe Jamaica, that is on a Friday night, right? Ricardo, it's on a Friday. So here in East Africa, to be specific, here in Kenya, the time is 6:19 a.m. in the morning. If you listen keenly, you'll hear birds singing. You're saying today is Friday in Jamaica. So in Kenya, today is on Saturday. Yeah, looks like we have two different worlds apart, but at the same continent. That is, the same planet. Yeah, bro. Yeah, Friday in Jamaica, Saturday in Kenya. You can imagine that. And then it's 10:19 p.m. in Jamaica. It's 6:20 a.m. in Kenya. Anyway, it's good. Thank you, bro, for stopping by, Ricardo. I really appreciate it. It's also been a very long time. Ricardo, how have you been? And then look, you saying, I just had a color going to my white clothes. I pointed the camera. It told me to put in boiling water, and wait, the color came out. Oh my God, that is great. Yeah. So you just showed the Gemini and then it, okay, that is great. I think I'm having network issues here. Anyway, hello. 6:21 here. Hello, yeah, friend, kindly subscribe, like, share. You can also tell me where you're watching this stream from. So since we began this stream, it's been 2 hours, and we've been playing our game, but right now I think it's the game is over. Yeah, so no more game. Everything is done with, but I'm not ending the stream right now. So yeah, so we are here, we are still here. Kindly subscribe, like, share. Yeah, you can also tell us like where you watching the stream from, where you located in. Makia, I'm located in Kenya. Kenya is a country that is found in the east of Africa. So where are you watching the stream from? Hello friend, talk to me. Yeah, here it's on a Saturday morning. You can hear the birds singing from outside. I just love that nature. Yeah, they're waking people up. They're telling us it's time, come out, wake up. You see, most people here in the village actually do not have alarms. So those are our alarms. Like if you hear them singing, it's around 6:20. They begin singing at 6:20. That is when they begin waking us up. Hello. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. Yeah, Ricardo told me in Jamaica right now the time is around 10:20 something p.m. In Kenya it's 6:21. In Jamaica it's 10 something p.m. That is on Friday. In Kenya it's 6:24 a.m. on Saturday. Yeah. Yeah, so the game is over actually, friend. Now it's time to connect or interact. Yeah, bro, Ricardo, I'm very happy to see you, brother. I hope you're doing great. It's been a while since the last time we heard from you. Yeah, I hope you and yours are doing great. And then, oh, thank you, brother. You're saying you're fine, you missed me. I missed you too, bro. Yeah, welcome home. Feel at home. Yeah. How is Jamaica actually, Ricardo? How is Jamaica? Yeah, so it has been 2 hours plus since we began this stream. So probably I'll end the stream at around 7 a.m. So we still have time. You're saying Jamaica is okay. You're a nice one. Love you. Thank you for the love, brother. I really appreciate. Yeah, I can also see our subscribers, we've increased. We've got to 1.9. Yeah, we are closing in on the 2,000. Yeah. Yeah, that will be actually amazing. Jamaica, our brother Ricardo. Yeah, thank you very much for stopping by. This really means a lot, also talking to us. We really appreciate that. Be blessed, brother. Be blessed for that. Look, you asking, what will you eat for breakfast, bro? That is a nice question, brother. Look, the thing is, you see me personally, I never take breakfast, like totally. Yeah, I do not take breakfast. I just wait till midday is when I eat. Yeah, so breakfast for me, it's been years, like very many years actually, since the last time I took breakfast. So I normally eat lunch and supper. Breakfast, I normally skip them. Yeah. Yeah, so I remember you told me today you're planning to barbecue and some liquor. Yeah, I'm wishing you the best, bro. It's on a weekend. People need to enjoy themselves, right? Yeah. So here in I think not I think, but we have 30 more minutes. Yeah. So the time is 6:30 a.m. Yeah, we still have a few minutes before we call it a day. That will be great. So look, you're saying you were planning to go for a Kenyan safari. Yeah, welcome, bro. You see, we in Kenya, we really love visitors. And then you're saying, what? All animals are near your house? No, we actually, like the wild animals, they are really far from my place. Yeah, they are not near. Here we only have the common animals like goats, sheep. Okay, we do not have donkeys. We have goats, sheep, cows, and probably dogs. Those are the only ones that are normally found here. But for the wild animals, those that are found in safaris, they are really far from here. You asking whether I've seen any? Now the funny thing, bro, I've never been to a safari. Yeah, I've never. And the funny thing is, I've never actually thought about it. But now that you're speaking about it, it has just come into my mind. Like, I need to try a safari. Hello, my brother Anshu. Good morning. How are you, brother? So look, you're saying is the price is less for the local Kenyan people. Yeah, actually, yeah, for they call them local tourists. For local tourists is it's cheaper, but for the international ones, but it's not that too expensive. It's not too expensive. It's not too expensive. That is what I'll say. And then Ricardo, you're saying you're 34 years, I believe, years old, right? And then Anshu, you're saying I'm good. Amazing. Anshu, I'm still happy for you, brother. From the good news you gave me, I'm still happy for you, and I'm wishing you the best. Yeah. So when are you reporting actually, Anshu? When are you reporting? And then look, you're saying, can you go on your own to see the wild animals as your local person? Can you take your own car and go? Yeah. Yes, you can go. You can go on a safari. Look, that is possible. You can do it. Yeah, you can just take your car and go on a safari, enjoy yourself. Yeah, thank you for the likes. I really appreciate. I can see we have 5 likes. And then Anshi, you're saying 10th August for document submission, and in first week September. Oh my classes, wow, finally. Yeah, amazing. This is great news. I'm also very sure that your father was really pleased to get this news. So bro, study smart. We are wishing you the best. We hope, Anshu, bro, we hope you do not forget us. Yeah, when studying, we hope you'll be stopping by here and saying hello. And then look, you're saying no, like your own personal car, or is it under the National Park authorities? Will the police catch you if you drive your personal car in the jungle? They'll not catch you. Look, you see, when you go with your own car, there's a certain amount that you pay for the car to be allowed to go in. Yeah, and maybe I think they'll give you what we call a tour guide. Yeah, because you can go in and then forget your way out. Because I remember a few months ago there were some tourists who went into the jungle, and then they never had a map, so they got lost. So it took the what do we call them, the game rangers, it took them like 2 days to find them. Yeah, they went and then they got lost. Yeah, so you will be given a tour guide. Yeah, you can go in with your own personal car. Yeah, not with the National Park authorities. Your own can get you in. But this car has to, like, you see, there are not any cars that you go with. It has to be like something big, like a Land Cruiser. Yeah, something that will not stuck in there. You see, for these small cars, you see, you remember that the roads in the parks, they are not tarmacked. They are rough roads, so there are hills and valleys, ups and downs. So it has to be a big car. And then Anshu, you're saying I'll be here but not so regular. Yeah, we'll appreciate the short time you'll have with us, Anshu. We really appreciate. Yeah, bro. And then look, you're saying, the famous guy Chaba is a tribal guy now. All tourists from all countries go to see him. He became famous as an Indian guy recorded him. Yeah, I've seen his videos. Chaba is from Tanzania. Tanzania is a neighbor country with Kenya. And now the funny thing is we share Serengeti. Serengeti is a very big game reserve. So it's in between Kenya and Tanzania. Yeah, you'll see the wild beasts migrating from Kenya, crossing to Tanzania, and then sometime they crossing over to Kenya. Yeah, I've seen Chaba. You think now he's learning about city life. Wow, that is great. And then you think he was a tribe which never knew the outside world at all. Yeah, they're actually hunters. Yeah, their meals come from hunting, and then I loved how they eat. Yeah, they like share meals. And then you're saying, did you see when he went to China? A Chinese tourist took him to China. His reactions are funny. Oh, I've not seen actually Chaba in China. Are you sure he went to China? Does he even have a passport? Okay, I'm not sure about that, but I'd really want to see that. I'd really want to see Chaba in China. Yeah, he's very famous. So it's 6:38. You're saying they arranged things for him. So Chaba has been to China. That is great. I used to see that video. Okay, I think look, I think I came across a certain video when he was taking liquor with a Chinese man. Was it the one? Yeah, I saw them being given liquor. He's saying he still doesn't know about money. He wants goat only. Yeah, he wants food, meat. That is his hobby. Yeah. Oh, that guy, that Chinese man. Yeah, I saw them. I saw them together. All right. Yeah, he has no idea what money is. But I guess with the time, maybe he'll realize that money is what will buy him good. You see, right now he doesn't know that, but maybe he'll come to realize that he has a bright future. He has a bright future, that guy. And I think he has a new wife, right? Initially he had a wife and then he added another. So you're saying he should have taken the money the Chinese man gave him? Chinese are rich. Okay. Yeah, it's the thing that we Africans, the issue that we have, or the problem that we have is we have three problems, we Africans. The first problem is ignorance. Yeah, ignorance is our biggest problem. The second is diseases. Ignorance, diseases, and the third is what is the third? Am I forgetting the third? Are you saying he said he doesn't want money, he only wants food? Yeah, ignorance, right? And then you're saying nowadays YouTubers are making money by coming and recording him. Yeah, that is true. But you see, as soon as he'll realize his worth, yeah, the thing was saying the three problems that we Africans have: ignorance, diseases, and poverty. Yeah, those three. That is what we are suffering from. Like those are the enemies: poverty, ignorance, and diseases. If we find a way of dealing with this, then Africa will be a very good continent for each and everybody. If we deal with poverty, ignorance, and diseases. Kindly also, friends, subscribe. Look, you're saying, yeah, I think I read that. And then you're saying, I follow Chaba. Two guys, I think, now take care of his page. So nowadays he has a YouTube channel. That is great. Is it on Facebook or YouTube? You're saying he's trying to learn a bike, like to ride a bike. You're saying YouTube. Nice one. That is really great. So the time is 6:43 a.m. So our stream will in 7 minutes time. Yeah, we will be ending our stream and call it a day. Yeah, because we've been here for 2 hours plus. That is how long our stream has lasted. 2 hours plus for the first time. A morning stream, a very long morning stream. I began at around 4 something a.m. and now it's 6:43. Yeah, I'm still enjoying. I still like it. Yeah, also friend, do not forget to subscribe kindly. If this is your first time here, subscribe, like the stream, and I'll really appreciate so much. So look, are you also planning to go visit Chaba? Not yet. You're asking whether I saw the new Spider-Man movie. But I've heard of it. Yeah, I'm planning to watch it. Yep. Yeah. Yes. So look, you're asking, can I give you an app where you can watch all movies? Yep, bro. Kindly give me one. You think it's called Vedu? Okay. Vedu. So in this Vedu, I have a question. Look, in this Vedu, do you can you download the movie? So you just stream them and that is it. Are you saying all the latest movies and series come on it? Okay, so do I download them or just stream them? You're saying it's an app? Yeah, now my question is, in this app, am I able to download the movies from it? You're saying you won't get it on Google Play? Oh, where is it found? You saying you have the app? You will send it to me on WhatsApp. So if you send to me via WhatsApp and it's not on Google, how can I get it? How can I download it? You're saying you can try to direct Google Chrome first. Okay. Oh, you're saying I tried to see if it will come to Google Chrome if I type Vedu. Yeah, I think I must. I think I've come across Vedu. Maybe something close to that. You're saying if I send it directly, it's easier. Okay. You're saying only 2 words come. All right. Yeah. Okay, I'll try to search for it. If I'm unable, then next time when we meet, I'll tell you to send it to my WhatsApp. You're saying after the movie will play easy. You're asking if I want your number. Okay, you can give me your... Okay, bro, look, my number is actually on the bio. Yeah, you see on this channel, my number is over there. My WhatsApp number. Yeah? Yeah, you can just get it from there and then we can communicate. Are you asking where's the bio? On this channel, you see the channel that I'm streaming with. Yeah, you just click on my icon over there. So when you click it, it will take you to my bio, to the bio. So the number is actually there. Yeah, where you are seeing a small picture of me. Okay, I'll be grateful. You're saying I'll send you the file directly. Nice one. Yeah, so friend, we have a few minutes to go. You're saying you would pay for Netflix first. Okay. And then you're saying now you stopped this month as you're getting everything for free on Vedu. And then you're saying all good prints. Nice one. You're saying 2 ads. I think you can manage. Yeah. All right. Yeah, so friend, I'll add only 3 minutes. Yeah. Before we wrap it up. Yeah, it's almost 7 a.m. here. And I believe, look in your place, it's around 9 something. So look, you're asking like, what am I going to do after? So after this stream, I'm planning to visit a certain aunt of mine, like right now in the morning. A few months ago, she lost her son. So I want to go see her, know how she's doing. And then after that, I'm planning to go to help a certain friend. I shot some comedy skits, and then after that I shoot my you're saying player as in I'm lost. So we have a few seconds to wrap it up. I want to take this opportunity to thank each and every person that took his or her time to watch this stream. You're asking whether I'm going to take her for lunch. No, I'm just going to say hello to her, and then I want to thank each and every one of you for keeping me company, chatting with me. I really appreciate that. Be blessed. And then for those who came and said nothing, I also appreciate you for stopping by. It means a lot to me. And also, kindly guys, remember to watch my videos. There are videos that I normally make like on a daily basis on this channel, so kindly watch them. Subscribe if maybe you've not subscribed, and take good care of yourself and the ones that you love. I'm wishing you a good day. Enjoy your day. See you in our next stream. My name is see you in our next stream. My name is Ino Mark 29. It's a bye for now. Look, bro, take care of yourself. It's a bye for now. See you later.